It's Thursday. Y'all thirsty or no? Hi, Authentically Trey. How are you?
Hey. We missed y'all.
It's been a while.
We've been busy shaking things up around here.
Doing the most, not the less. Hey, Sansari. Hey, Miss Sonia.
Got your bottle back here, baby. Back there for everybody to see. Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so Boom, how have you been?
I've been good.
Yes.
Been busy, working a lot.
Yes, and this
A lot.
morning we was outside,
Yeah, we went to the airport for Cartier Brown's Delicious Miss Brown on Food Network. She opened a restaurant in the airport.
Yes.
It's called her namesake, Cartier Brown, and it is so cute. It used to be the old Jack Nicholas. If you've been to iFlyCHS, if you know, you know. But they changed it, and they completely gutted out the whole inside, changed the layout. Super cute, and Cartier even got a little emotional, had me sharing a little tear or whatever. Just her trials, tribulations of being a black woman in food and bev and selling pimento cheese out her trunk and just going through bouts where she didn't know what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
And now she has a restaurant with her mother, her grandmother, her aunties who are all there supporting her in her restaurant.
So dope. Love to see it. It was a jam-packed affair this morning.
Very much so.
So many people came out to support Cartier and to see the new location and try some of the food. We'll have to be back at another time to really get into the menu. But the food, you would say it's like Southern.
Yeah, it's Southern fare. It's the first restaurant I've ever seen in Charleston that has in the airport that has red rice on the menu.
Okay.
And you ain't Charleston if you don't know about that red rice. And we're not talking about jollof. Maybe jollof cousin. But yeah.
Dope. So shout out to her. If you are flying in or out of Charleston, go there a little bit early or stay a little bit late so that you can get you a bite from Cartier Brown.
Yeah, Cartier Brown.
So dope.
It is fabulous.
Yes.
And there was a lot of support for her out there. It was a jam-packed area. So packed that they made us leave after the ribbon cutting. But it's okay. We will be back. We got a lot of traveling to do. We're going to be in that airport sooner than later. And we'll be able to partake in the portions, the hot portions.
Yes,
okay?
the Southern fare. That's going for a taste of something. We start with this. Start with the seasoned bitters.
Oh, sure.
We got a sample pack from the good folks at Season.
SEASN.
Yes, very cute.
USA. All right.
As you know, bitters are like the salt and pepper of your cocktail, so they're kind of playing on that with the season. Like this is like cocktail seasoning.
Yes, which we are always called it.
Anyway.
Cocktail seasonings. So seasoned cocktail bitters, we have two. We have a dark and a light, aromatic and spicy on this one, and that one is
green and zesty.
Zesty. Okay, green and zesty. So we are going to give these a little tasty taste. Not only do we use bitters in some of our cocktails, we like to use bitters as a little pick-me-up when the belly is not bellying. Mm-hmm. If you know, you know.
Right.
A little ginger ale or soda water, topped off with a couple of dashes of bitters, will heal any upset belly.
And they are Season Your Drinks on Instagram. So that's SEASN, Your Drinks.
Your drinks. Not yo, because that's what we'll say. Your drinks.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And what we love about, most bitters don't have very much calories. These ones have 10 calories per serving. And you're literally putting dashes of bitters in your cocktails.
3 dashes is 10 calories. No sodium. Sugar's not even on the docket. There's not even a sugar option. And it has 2 grams of carbs.
So let's start with the light and then go to the dark.
Yeah, even the ingredients are all Readable. If you do have a nut allergy, you can't have this because it has cola nut, tree nut, and this is also from the UK.
Oh, nice. Okay, it's definitely bright. It's definitely grassy
You
on
give
the
me
nose.
some?
I did just a couple of dashes.
And these are very light bitters. I've never seen almost clear
bitters before. That's true.
So this is a very light bitter.
Okay.
It is green and zesty. It smells like vegetables.
Whoa.
Delicious.
That flavor is
That is
just
so good.
all over the place. It was like sweet and sour and bitter and grassy and
And it's from London.
Wow.
And like the British people say that's really nice. That's really nice. Really
I'm
nice.
a fan.
That's good.
That had a lot of different flavors to it. Actually,
At
that
one
playing-
time.
Yes. That could play well in a lot of different cocktails. So it definitely had the bitter, had the salty. Great, 3 dashes. And you can dare suggest that you add this to martinis or margaritas.
I can see a martini for sure because it has some salinity in it. So that would be a good option other than olives or olive juice.
And this is made by the founder of Seedlip. So Seedlip is a non-alcoholic spirit that's been distilled, and it's very flavorful. They have a bunch of different profiles of it, but I'm not surprised because this is very flavorful.
And there's no alcohol in this at all. 0% alcohol. 0. So you're getting all that bitter flavor, and it's not condensed or, compacted alcohol.
Which is awesome. If you know, most of the bitters have like 0.5 or 0.3 alcohol, so that's still, if you're really not drinking alcohol, that's still alcohol.
Yep.
So this is a purely non-alcohol option. Awesome.
Y'all, our January mocktails are going to be so fire. Like, they're going to be
Seriously.
so fire because we got all the ingredients. We done got the non-alc whiskey-esque things. We have the non-alc bubbles. We got a sachet down the street so we can make us a delicious, like, spritz. We got hella bitters. Just all the things that are non-alcoholic. So shout out to us.
Yes. Shout out to them. This looks like a really good product. Great color.
I love the anise.
It's definitely giving that. And there's some like matter in there, some
It is.
particles,
Sediment.
sediment in that guy. That means there's some real ingredients in there. I'm with it.
Oh yeah, the ingredients are very. It's vegetable glycerin, water, king of bitters. Need to Google that. Cola nuts. Pause.
Yeah.
Smoked cherry wood, star anise, which is very prevalent. Cinnamon, black pepper.
Cinnamon is too.
Natural flavors, malic acid, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate. Benzoate? Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
That.
That.
Hey. This is really yummy. It's a lot of flavor. It's supposed to be topped on a cocktail, so you got to think about it in that context.
I love it.
It's really good. Both of these
I
are
love
amazing products.
this. 3 dashes intensifies drinks. And then on the back of the bottle, it says, we season our food, but why not our drinks? From Ben Branson, founder of Seedlip, the world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirit.
Oh, that was the first.
Comes season, the salt and pepper for drinks. We've been saying bitters are salt and pepper for drinks.
For real, y'all. Roll tape. I can go back. Unless you could go.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back through our receipts and pull it up. Spicy bitters to intensify your favorite non-alc or alc drinks like sodas, Negronis, and old fashions.
Definitely.
So aromatic, spicy, bitter, and they've got a little 2 stars for umami.
Definitely umami.
These are vegan as well. But if you have a nut allergy,
Be careful.
cola nut is in here. Yeah,
Very good product, you guys.
it is good.
And this will keep for 2 years. So bitters are
Last.
good investment. Yeah.
Bitters are and they might keep longer than that. There are, I've seen this thing on YouTube, and I know it's random, of the world's most expensive cocktail, and they opened up some bitters from like when bitters were first made. They had to like take a chisel and like open these bitters up. They made almost $1 million cocktail using all these old 1700, 1800 spirits and bitters and stuff. It was insane.
That is kind of dope.
It is.
So you can have that in your arsenal. But $1 million for a cocktail?
Oh,
Sheesh.
nobody. We've tried some really old spirits, so we know what it's like.
If you guys peep the shirts, it says Afro Chuck.
I mean, we don't have a thing in here that says Black Food Truck Festival. All right, shout out to 2 weeks ago in the Black Food Truck Festival.
Yes.
Shout out to the team over there at the Black Food Truck Festival. It was really, really nice this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they started off having an event at International African American Museum, aka I Am. And that was fabulous. It was a open event. Well, it's not open. You pay, and then the drinks and the food were included. It was so beautiful to see so many people of color in there just enjoying themselves amongst all of the artifacts and all of the old stuff that represent our culture here in Charleston. That's super deep. We don't know how deep. That's deep. That's some deep situation. So next year it will be at I Am again. The welcome party, the opening party will be at I Am again. Then they had 2 days of the festival. Each day there was something happening at the end of the night. Saturday we had Trapioki. Over 500 people came out performing their favorite rap tunes to their people. And then on Sunday they had Afro Chuck, which is the shirt that Johnny has on. And it was a super sexy vibe, what I expect from an Afrobeat kind of soiree. So it was a blast. Shout out to Marcus Hammond, Black Food Truck Festival, and the rest of their team.
All the DJs, all the performers.
Yeah, all the DJs were amazing.
All the vendors. They had some amazing vendors at the event this year. I mean, they always have really good vendors, but it's getting more and more diverse as far as the food selection is. Every year they're getting better options.
Yeah.
It's growing the amount of food trucks every year are increasing.
Yeah.
The VIP, the food, and it was awesome. Shout out to
Courtney the Poet. Yes, if y'all didn't know, our girl Courtney the Poet has a catering business now, and she literally made food both days. If you guys have ever been to the Food Truck Festival on a Saturday, it is bonkers. It is balls to the wall, full of people, and that girl had that food coming all day, all day. She prepared for Sunday to be the same way, so she had extras. I took a little plate home myself.
And so did I.
So shout out to Courtney the Poet and her catering company. We're going to look it up and tag it at the end of this live so that people can, book them for their services. She also has the Cohen, which is a beautiful space. And let's support our people. Let's do that.
Yes, it was a good time. It must have had over 10,000 people through the course of the weekend.
Definitely over 10,000 people. It was slightly lower than last year, but even though it was lower, I feel like it was the best year yet. I'm not being biased. I'm trying to tell y'all. But it was just such a good vibe. Shout out to Don Lucci and Don Lucci Lounge. It was. They called it the club, the club of the festival, and it was a vibe. Shout out to him. Shout out to Container Bar. Shout out to Tito. Shout out to Stella Rosa and all the other brands that made this festival one of the best yet.
Yes, absolutely. David White Jr., what's up? What's happening?
I think he done left.
He was definitely on that team. Shout out to the entire team of people.
And the influencers, fabulous.
The influencers, yes. All the people that made it happen behind the scenes. The security, all the people that were cleaning the tables. All that enhances the experience. It's worthwhile. Do we have the dates for next year?
We do have the dates for next year. And I'll post that in the comments as well also. So I want to make sure I'm right.
Yes.
So we'll do all of that. It's usually the 4th weekend in April.
There you go. So make sure you have that day reserved. It's family friendly, so you can bring your kids out.
Bring the children.
There were so many kids out there, and there are going to be some entertainment specifically for the kids next year.
There's going to be a whole intentional activation for children because we believe that children are our future.
They are.
So teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yes, expose them to real so they hate lanes. Do that early in their life so they know what good cuisine and adventure and travel and culinary experiences are.
Thank you, Dave. April 24th through the 26th. That's my dog.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
That's dog. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being here.
And since Dave is on the live, Woo Wednesday is next Wednesday. May 21st. And then the following weekend, I guess that weekend is Memorial Dave. Am I right? Dave?
Yes,
It's
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day weekend. That's gonna be lit. If you guys do not know who David White is, David White Jr. for that matter, hit him up on the Dropping Pin page, or the commentary that he's doing down there. You can follow him on his personal page. He don't post as much fly stuff on there. Woo Wednesday, yes, I already posted that. So you must have got off and got back on. You must have got off and got back on, Dave, because Woo Wednesday is next Wednesday. All right, so y'all check out our guy. I don't know the spirit that he is featuring next week, but he always features some type of spirit at his events. Dave, if you're on, what spirit are you featuring next Wednesday for the people? Because I want to know. I took off so I can get the Woo Wednesday. Okay?
And make sure you get there early so that you can partake in the tasting.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get there too late and you miss it. It's his birthday.
Yes.
So not only is it Memorial Day weekend, but it's Dave's birthday. So he's
6 and 20.
Okay.
First of all, 6 and 20 is our old friends.
Old work.
That's that Greenville situation. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be good. Y'all
That is going to be good.
come out. Their cream liqueur is tasty.
Y'all are in for a treat.
You're going to enjoy that.
That old money. Mm-hmm.
I like
that
it.
old money. And that's the name of one of their bourbons, y'all. That old money is nice.
All right. We're going to go into the direction of a RTD. We love a good cocktail in a can.
What is an RTD, my love?
Ready to drink cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
And the can makes it convenient. These are 150 calories per can. They have different flavors: pineapple, peach, mango, and raspberry. And they are 4.2% alcohol by volume.
So we're looking at a low RTD.
Yeah.
15 grams of sugar, which is impressive. Usually these RTDs, especially with my research in the cannabis level and the Delta 9 level, they have a lot of sugar. So I love that this only has 12 grams of sugar. So 24%. And it has 50 grams of potassium. You can use some potassium too as you drink this pineapple hard juice. I like that. You get some potassium, so you need your banana that day.
There you go.
And very simple ingredients. Again, filtered water, alcohol from cane sugar, natural flavors, more cane sugar, pineapple juice from concentrate, citric acid, sodium citrate, and beta-carotene for the color.
Okay.
And some apple juice for the color.
So we're going to try it.
And it says it has some sedimentation. And we just learned that from the last tasting. That sedimentation means some matter, some little sparkles, some little things hanging in the bottom of the situation.
I'm here for it.
I love it. I love a good sediment in a drink.
That just means that they're using some real ingredients. It can be a little hazy, a little cloudy. That's to be expected when you're using real fruit juice.
I can tell that they have apple juice in here because that's the color of apple juice for sure.
And it says no, it's bubble free. I didn't know what that meant, but it means it's not carbonated.
Yeah, not carbonated.
Cheers.
It's nice.
It's nice. It is flat, I think, and it's room temperature too. But it could use a little lift.
Yeah, for sure. We always think a cocktail can use lift. So, I mean, that's just goes without saying.
But the flavor is good.
It's so good. And it does not have that at the end fake taste or non-sugar taste.
Right.
Like sweetener, non-sugar sweetener taste. Aspartame.
Great blend of juices. I'm not getting too much apple or too much pineapple, but it's right. It's giving more like a tropical.
What I love when it says
vibe.
bubble free and stuff like that is because we're so used to the technical terms. So we're used to no carbonation and stuff like that. They are trying to cater to the person, the layman drinker. So you're not a layman person. You're just a person that don't really know the jargon of spirits. And they are catering to that crowd. So this
Yeah.
is what Just Hard Squeeze is for. It's for the everyday shopper in the grocery store, everyday shopper at whatever these places are that sell it. Because most grocery stores and places like that sell this type of option.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes. This is a 12-pack. They're based in Austin, Texas, so it's made in the South. Here for that.
And Austin kind of like give me like Charleston vibes as far as caring about what they're putting out. Everything tastes good, even the divey stuff, even the off-brand stuff. It all tastes good because they care about that. That's what they're focused on.
I like it. Check them out. They're on Instagram, Just Hard Squeezed. And most of the, like I know, our Total Wine, you can just buy a single can. You have to commit to an entire 12-pack.
I do love that about Total Wine.
Yeah.
I do love that.
You can experiment. You can get the flavors that you just want to try and not have to commit to the entire assortment of flavors.
Situation.
So get one, go in there. I love to peruse the liquor store and grab random stuff. The CBD stuff, I love to experiment with the CBD sodas.
CBD or the Delta 9 situation. For sure.
There's some really good ones.
That's good. That's good.
So this upcoming weekend is going to be a busy one in Charleston as
What we
per
doing, girl?
usual.
What are we doing?
Well, today marks the beginning of the Gullah Gala.
Gala Gala.
Yes, it's an exploration. This one is so good. It's an exploration of fashion and culture that's hosted by the highest in the room. His name is Devin Smalls, the Charleston local native. He's actually from Mount Pleasant on my side of town.
They neighbors.
Yes.
They folks are neighbors.
Yes,
That's how
yes.
close we are in the chuck. Okay?
Very small degrees of
See, I said
separation.
that way, how close we are in the chuck. Okay?
So we are hosting the beverage program for the event on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is the main event happening at the International African American Museum. So that's 2 times in one program. We're talking about the I Am Museum.
Let me find out. We curating cocktails for the festivals and things.
You said that right? You see a theme reoccurring here? Here for it.
I like that. I like what we're getting right now. I like that. You see, we've been quiet, but we ain't been absent.
No, very busy, very much in demand. This event is going to have over 200 people in attendance.
Yes.
And it's going to
VIP
be...
is sold out.
It is. So you miss out on that, but there's still some general admission tickets available for the standing seats, because all of the front rows are gone.
Room only.
But it will be a party, and there will be food trucks on site for you to be able to purchase and enjoy the food trucks. Again, we'll have the bar selection going on, some great cocktails with Appleton, St. Royale vodka. We also have Espolòn tequila, of course, Wild Turkey bourbon, and Don Lucci Prosecco will also be poured up. Shout out to Don Lucci again in this program 2 times.
Special shout out to Don Lucci and St. Royale because they are both African American men who are making their own stuff. It already is hard to represent brands. It's already hard to distribute for brands. It's already hard for all of those obstacles. And then these guys are actually making their product or actually producing a product, so to speak. So shout out to them. This is not an easy space at all. I know we make it look easy. I know. But it's not. It's not. It's very difficult. And especially in the times that we're in now, it has been I'm not going to say difficult, challenging.
There you go.
I'm going to say it's been challenging, but we're phoenixes. We just rise. We reclaim our time. Shout out to Miss Maxine.
Yes. So we appreciate the support from both those men and from the other brands that we'll be featuring at that event on Sunday. We'll be at Pixel Studios for like a panel discussion on fashion and culture. So for those who maybe not want to go to a big party and want to have more of a focused discussion on the topic, there's an event for everybody.
Always Campari too. Shout out to Campari.
Oh yes, I gotta love them.
Shout out to them,
Campari,
especially in
mama.
South Carolina. We're gonna leave it there. Shout out to South Carolina.
So check them out on Instagram. I think it's Gullah Gala Charleston is the social media account.
Official Gullah Gala.
There we go.
Official Gullah Gala on Instagram.
And see what the fashions are about. They're gonna have some great influencers out there. Our girl Narcissa, Mara,
Lafay.
yes.
There'll be gracing our presence on the red carpets. If you didn't see our girl Narcissa last week at the Free Mama Movement, shout out to Jaquetta Joe Tales on Instagram. And she had a wonderful, beautiful event celebrating mothers for Mother's Day. It's so nice. Mothers are able to dress up and feel free. The whole thing is about moms feeling free, and we support.
Yes.
We support for sure.
We do. Shout out to all those amazing events happening in Charleston. There's always something going on in the city. So if you're living in Charleston and you're bored, you're not trying hard enough.
How are you bored?
You can't be.
How are you bored? Have you been to the beach?
And that's free. You gotta pay to park.
You gotta pay to park.
But that's free.
Have you walked downtown second Sunday?
That's free. You gotta pay to park.
Free. You gotta pay to park again.
We're gonna do
and there's an event literally going on every week.
Excuse me.
If it's not us, it's a dropping pin. We have Mr. Wet Up out here.
Oh, there you go.
We have Don Lucci, them producing phenomenal events. They just did a sushi event celebrating Japanese culture and Geechee culture and infusing it together, which was beautiful. So Charleston's got a lot.
Yeah, we do. We're spoiled.
Yeah, we got a lot going on here. Y'all gotta come check us out and call us if you come.
Well, let's try some other products, you guys. We got some more non-alcs to get into. I'm sure we featured this Pathfinder on the page before. It is.
Did we? Well, we did it on Instagram. Or did we taste it?
I'm not sure if we tasted it.
I don't think we tasted it.
We should taste it. It is kind of like an Amaro.
It's definitely like an Amaro.
But it's not. Yes. Deep flavors. It's rich flavors. It's non-alcoholic. It's going to give you a lot of root flavor, earthy flavor. It's a great component to add to a cocktail. Even if you are making an alcoholic cocktail, because it's so flavorful, it can add some real depth to your cocktail.
It's produced from hemp, wormwood, angelica root, ginger, sage, saffron, orange peel, Douglas fir, and Douglas fir extracts. It has glycerol, citric acid, caramel, color, trisodium citrate, and lactic acid.
There we go. So it has a lot going on, and it's a very unique flavor. It's going to be more dry. It's not a sweet liqueur at all. Yes.
It smells so good.
It's herbal.
It smells so nice.
Cheers.
There is some sweet.
There is some sweet in there, actually.
It starts off sweet, and then it finishes bitter. And surprisingly, the finish isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. And the cocktail is way different. But it's a light finish, but it finishes herbal.
Very flavorful. I got introduced to this product when I was in the Tiki by the Sea program last year.
Amazing.
In Wildwood, New Jersey. It was the first thing that we had when we were on the bus going from Brooklyn to New Jersey. We were doing these laybacks on the bus where people just are pouring it into your mouth. Basically, you kind of hold your mouth back. And
layback.
Yes, a little layback. And I was definitely surprised when I tasted it because I was very apprehensive, but the flavor was delightful.
Did y'all know it was on out?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'd lay back too.
We knew it was not out and have really enjoyed it. We use it in a cocktail, an event that we did in Virginia last year.
In December. As long as it doesn't taste like Malort, we good. If you guys know about Malort.
This is great. They have recipe for a spritz, which I think will be delicious with this. And they also sent us a can of their Negroni.
Yes, let's do it.
So, it says pour ice. We don't have any ice.
No, we got the ice over there.
The ice ain't clean.
Oh, man.
We're going to hold off on this because I want to enjoy that properly.
Yeah.
But they also sent us a Ouija board. And
what is a Ouija board?
Yes, a Ouija board to summon different spirits. It's so funny. Yes. It's so funny that their branding is all about the supernatural and spirits and the afterlife.
But the spirits don't.
It's spirit free. So, what does it say? Destroyer of bad vibes.
No, I like that. I like a destroyer of bad vibes because we don't do bad vibes, baby.
Seek and you will find. We love a good care package, and this one was very thoughtfully designed. This is the inside of the top, and it says "Summon from Beyond." Spirits. Oh,
summon spirits from beyond.
There we go. I was reading the wrong way. Summon spirits from beyond. Again, this is a non-alc spirit, but it's so cool what they're trying to invoke here.
And then we have the inside where we have the little Ouija thing. You know, it's the thing that everybody like pushes. Mm-hmm. And then we have another bottle of that. And then I guess I'll read this.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder. Salutations, Trailblazer. We are in a gifting mood, as it is the spirit of the season, and you are the fortunate recipient of a special present. Please unwrap and discover what may be the most unique gift you've ever received. The Pathfinder Summoning Supply Kit. This kit includes a bottle of our hemp-based non-alcoholic spirit, the Pathfinder hemp and root, and our limited edition Ouija board. Sip the Pathfinder neat while you summon or concoct Pathfinder cocktails to enjoy around the table with your guests, both present and otherworldly. Ooh. The unique combination of the Pathfinder elixir and Ouija board is the very thing for creating an unforgettable atmosphere at holiday gatherings.
Oh my gosh.
And it's also perfect for loved ones. We hope you will delight in this kit and share your experiences with others. For libation inspiration, head to drinkthepathfinder.com.
So interesting.
Great Man I Am said, man, I think that's the first drink I'm afraid of. It's the board for me. Listen, valid. It's valid.
You got a question you want us to ask this board? How does it work? You supposed to put your hands on it?
Yeah, so let's do it this way so we can actually see.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess we both have to do it.
Yes.
And it's like, let's see. I don't know. Oh, so there's like yes, no. Let's see.
Okay. And then there's letters and numbers on here.
Is the great man I am afraid of the dark? Let's see. Yes! It went to yes! No, I did that. There wasn't no spirits that did that. But I think this was cool.
Beautiful board. The art on here is really
so
pretty.
Nice. It's very...
It's wood. It's for real, for real.
Beautiful.
This would be cool if we were at like a retreat or something. And like if we were on the Red Bull Frontiers and we had something like this, that would have been a fun game to do.
And Red Bull Frontiers was an event that we did like out in Clarksdale, Mississippi, in some shacks with Red Bull for 3 days, and literally just met a whole bunch of culture curators there. Great Man I Am said yes, very afraid of.
So it's a good question to ask.
And the stars don't lie, I guess. They don't lie.
They don't. But yes, get you some friends. Try Pathfinder. It's a good addition to your bar. You can really just add it to some cocktails. Just like that season. It's just a nice little touch that people would be like, what is that? A
little razzle-dazzle, like we say in Charleston. A little razz.
Little razzle-dazzle. Like Tanika said, go to drinkthepathfinder.com to get more information about Pathfinder. They're also on social media. They have a really cool social media account, as you can imagine, from the gift that they sent us.
We'll be doing some really fun stuff with them in January as well, because, dry January shouldn't be a punishment, but a celebration.
That's right.
My thing.
And now we're going to have some booze.
Yeah, we're going to end this thing off with some liqueurs. We're going to end this off with some liqueurs. So it says, the Deacon, Scotland. Mm-hmm. What is in here? Oh, I feel like some glasses.
Some bifocals?
Oh.
How cute.
You already know. Put them on. So we got us some goggles. Okay.
It's like a steampunk, like, from that era. It's
and
like...
it says, the Deacon, Scotland.
Dope.
Blended Scotch whiskey. First of all... Let's shut up this bottle.
Beautiful
this
bottle.
This bottle is gorgeous. It reminds me, not plugging them, but the Hennessy Privilege copper bottles that we got for doing that event. Beautiful.
Them too. I thought she was going to say Elix.
Oh, Elix. It does look Elix as well. So nice.
What is this,
Beautiful.
like a amber chrome or like a rose gold chrome type of
It looks like
color?
rose gold, and it's definitely metal. Definitely metal. My only critique, Deacon Distiller of Scotland. My only critique is you can't see the liquid, and I am a big component of seeing my spirits in the bottle.
I get that. If you look closely on the label, the icon or their like logo has the same glasses on.
The same glasses on as me. We're twinning.
So that's where the
Let me see if we
glasses
can
coming
see. You're
from.
going closer. Ooh, y'all can see it there. We're twins. This might be the thumbnail. Smile, Johnny. Thumbnail. All right, because it's hot in there. It's hot in there.
I bet it is.
Ooh,
You're
it
really
was
scrapped
steaming.
in.
It was steaming up.
All right, the Deacon.
40% alcohol, 700 mils. So you know to say from America. In Europe, they do 700 mils instead of 750 mils. America just likes to be differente.
Yes, it's 40% alcohol by volume. And they are on social media.
You already rinsed?
I have not. They're on Instagram at Deacon Whiskey, and that is without an E. If you're talking about Scottish whiskey, there's no E in the spelling.
Is whiskey just white?
Yes.
Whisk E.
There you go.
We're gonna go low.
Yes, it is
Short.
a little late.
But this bottle is gorgeous. Y'all, our bottle of, what you say?
Yes.
The bottles are very much, yes. Let's put that right there.
The collection. And what does it say? Aqua Vitae?
Aqua Vitae. I mean, in America, we would say Tay. T-A-E. But is it Vita E or Vita A?
It could be that. Is that, what is
It
that?
doesn't look they're together.
Latin?
I'm going to have to look it up, Chad.
Something they have embossed on the back. I just keep, the more you look at it, the more
Yeah,
you
it's so
see
much things on this bottle.
little detail. Oh, it smells very peaty. You could definitely get that grassy note.
Peat is like the moss, the ground. So it's super, what is it? How do you explain peat?
It's like minerally.
Minerally, smoky.
Earthy.
Minerally is the best word, though. Like, it does smell like minerals.
Smells like
Well water.
well water sediment.
Yeah. Iron.
Yes, there you go. Cheers.
Yeah.
But that's not offensive
No.
smells. That's just what it smells like. She's good.
So, the smells are deceiving. It's not peaty at all. You can tell it's Scotch, but it's not peaty, super peaty forward. And I don't know if it's not a Islay
No, it's
Scotch
not.
because it would have had more saltiness.
Islay is the part of Scotland. Scotland is an island, and Islay is more coastal.
Yeah, thank you. The elegant Scotch whiskey offers an exquisite balance of aromas, ribbons of peat, and wood smoke alongside notes of toffee, charred orange, and delicate spice. The
Definitely
Deacon
get
is a
that.
rich, delectable artisan.
You got it.
Artisan, y'all. I know how to read, I swear to God. Artisan spirit of rare quality.
I get that.
And they must be from Highland Park, because Highland, it says it's from the Highland Park Distillers. Highland Park, Illinois. Okay, so no, that's who imports them. DeaconWhiskey.com.
That's good.
It is good.
That is good. If you are not into scotches and you're not really sure if you like peated whiskeys,
Super intro, great intro.
this is a phenomenal intro. This will be good. You don't really want to mix scotches and cocktails, but this will
No.
be good in the cocktail.
That would be good in cocktails. And it's not blowing out your palate. Sometimes those peated scotches will RIP your palate.
For sure. Blow it out completely. They got a really fun social media. I see
It's
Trinidad
dark.
James.
It's dark, it's sexy.
It is. They got one with Rick Ross.
Go along in my watch. Hey, we gotta get the sound bites, man. We gotta get the sound bites.
Cool. Check them out. They're making Scotch fun. Like Scotch can really come off
And
as being
making Scotch
pretentious.
sexy.
They're making it sexy. They're making it like a party spirit. People kind of think of Scotch as being something that old men drink or it's an after dinner drink. And those things are also true. But you can also make it fun and inventive and bring in a younger audience into the category. So with how they're set up with the branding and the name and the marketing, I think they're going to do pretty well.
And brands, please explain like the additions that you have. We got these glasses and we love them, but I mean, what is the premise? Like, I want to know. Send us some language to share.
Yeah, it is cool.
But you just got me over here hot.
Are they for going to work? You know what I'm saying? In the distillery?
Scotch. Yeah, do they protect thine eyes? What is it? What is it, guys? Tell us. We need to know.
Very cool. Check it out. We got one more item we want to show you guys. We're going to call it a night.
Yes.
A book.
We got a big weekend.
Yes, we do. Got a book. You know, we love a good cocktail book since we are cocktail authors ourselves of a cocktail book. You know, the first one written by Black women in this country, Holy Spirit. Okay. So this beautiful book is on rosé. The girlies love rosé. Rosé is, people thought rosé was going to be a fad. Some people be myself.
They're outside. And, I mean, they do the frozen rosé now. We got the frozen rosé drinks. We got the non-alcoholic rosés. I mean, we have all the things when you're talking about rosé. And, I mean, who doesn't love pink, ladies?
Right.
Come on now.
Sparkling.
Not being sexist.
Dry. There is a rosé for everybody. This book is called Rosé Revolution. It is talking about
Revolution.
rosé and how it's made a resurgence and just the kind of the culture behind it. Has some beautiful images of vineyards in France. We've been to France. We've seen the vineyards. It is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Breathtaking. And these are some vintners.
Other rosé purveyors.
Mm-hmm. Check them out. It is really a book. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna get through it because I've been reading more in the evening.
Yes.
To kind of like wind down.
Same.
So I might as well wind down with some rosé.
There you go.
Yes, pun intended.
Miraval or Don Lucci rosé. You know, and this is really getting into history. I'll speak for myself. I'm not as well versed in champagnes and rosés as I would like to be.
We're at W set 1. Okay, we're trying to get to W set 2 and 3. So if y'all got a W set going on, holler at us. Or W set, what's up? We're trying to get to 2 and 3.
For sure, man. Education is power, and we specialize in spirits and tequila mostly. That's what we went like head first into learning.
And we are certified.
We are multiple
and the
times.
CR2 and the tequila. Okay, so when we talk our tequila junk, it's valid.
We know what we're talking about. Oh, look at that.
Love
Gorgeous.
it. So
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
So this will be good to be able to read and learn more about the rosé category, about its impact on France. Mm-hmm. It's so curious. We're Americans and we're such a consumer economy. But it'll be really interesting to see how people in France consume rosé because
we've watched. So we went to wine.
Vin Expo.
Thank you. I'm over there. That's why I'm like, what is the
the first part.
What is the French part? Vin Expo, which is wine, I guess, in France.
It is
French. So Vin Expo, and it was amazing. Still talk about it to this day. Some of the spirits that we tried there, people are just getting them now in the States. So I've been able to talk about those spirits like Addictivo, and Vulcan. Those tequilas were what we tried in France, and now they're really making an impression in the States. And super dope. I mean, we can always get back to cognac too. So cognac, BNIC.
One thing about that was nobody was drunk. No. Like people, we were drinking all day. We were enjoying our American,
not knowing they're not tear up like us. We tear up.
And they're just as generous with the pours over there as they are over here.
They spit.
They pour out. They don't finish all of the glasses. So their drinking culture is different than our drinking culture here. So I'm really interested in seeing more about that perspective.
It's not over sensationalized like it is here.
It isn't something that you have to like binge because it's everywhere. It's accessible from when you're really young as a part of your culinary experience.
For sure.
So
For sure.
if we would adopt that method and also accompany drinking with eating as a pairing, how they do in
Great
Italy and
bites.
France.
Great, like just little nuts, little
Bread with some oil or butter. Like the butter in France is amazing.
Everything in France is amazing.
For real. For real.
Everything in Italy is amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Europe is pretty. Where we've been at in Europe, we've had a good time.
I know this is random, but I have to ask you. I'm actually on live.
Yes.
So Montenegro.
Mm-hmm.
You went there, right?
No.
Okay.
I went to Amsterdam and I went to Ireland.
Okay.
And we were in Dublin. In Ireland with the Jameson, Tullamore Guinness. We went to this smaller distillery called Glendalough. In the Glendalough Mountains. Beautiful place. I mean, it just is seas of just green, rolling hills. And we actually foraged for botanicals to make our own gin while we were there.
Oh, lovely.
So it was just an amazing experience. If you have the chance to get over to Dublin, to get it to Ireland, even if you go to Cork or to Edinburgh, you'll have a good time.
Yeah, because I thought that Montenegro was Italian. But I think Montenegro may be
The country.
in the middle, like Croatia, and it's like in the place is called Montenegro.
Right, it's a place.
It's a real place. So I was just talking to some people who like Amaros, and it's just always so good. If you guys like drinks, talk to your bartenders and your people about the spirits. We love doing that. Like, it's not cumbersome for us to talk about spirits. We can do that all day, every day.
For real.
And I really learned more about Montenegro than I had. And we have Montenegro upstairs, lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
It is, and I mean, some of the better parties we used to go to at Tales of the Cocktail, Montenegro would sponsor them.
yeah,
I mean, they have partnered with
great
the House
cocktails.
of Yes,
Great cocktails.
which is a bar in New York, but they do like acrobats and dancing and burlesque stuff. They brought that to New Orleans. Dope party, amazing cocktails. It was super sexy and like sensual and just really cool activation that Montenegro put on.
And a quick drop that Tales of the Cocktail is July 20th through the 25th. That could be a day off, but anyway, if you come to the 20th and the 25th, either way, you'll enjoy some of the Tales things, and we've learned the most about spirits, the most about cocktail culture, and the most about distillers, makers, and the big time alcohol reps from Tales. So if you're an up-and-coming bartender, if you're a black bartender, if you're a young woman, if you're a young man, and you really want to get some experience, go to Tales. You might find the person that can mentor you, help you get to the next level.
Absolutely. From all over the world, Craig.
All over the world, not just the city.
They
the
come
world, Craig.
From all over. Some of the most engaging parties with the best performances. I mean, top hip-hop artists.
Yeah.
Rap artists,
sure.
pop artists. The food is top notch. I'm talking about crab legs.
You're not going to be hungry.
You're not gonna be
hungry.
Oysters. I mean, we went to the event where I literally posted up at the bar and just was eating freshly cracked oysters. Baby.
Very apprehensively, but they were good.
They were good.
It changed my opinion of some Gulf season.
Shout out to Aspen Vodka that hosted that event. But
Look at you remembering.
I remember because that's how impactful it was. I'm telling you, it be the little things that make people remember the brand. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it was light, but it was heavy though.
It was.
It was lightly attended, but it was a heavy impact. They had like 4 or 5 cocktails you could try, all the seafood. They had some other foods, but the only thing I remember is the seafood. They had like burgers and other stuff like that too. But who's gonna remember a burger unless it's super buzzing?
They do it big at Tales. One of the events had frog legs. I'm talking about they were delicious.
I want to know.
But you get to experiment is what I'm saying. You can experiment with the cocktails because all the different brands do events. The non-alc brands do big events, and so do the big brands like William Grant & Son.
Who owns Hendrix? Yeah.
Yeah, they have a whole portfolio. But we're going to let y'all boy go.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Drop a comment, you guys.
We love y'all long time. Keep supporting. We're going to bring these productions bigger and better. We have heard some critiques, and we are listening.
We are listening.
And be ready for all of that. We don't want to hear no hating now once we really come through. We gave y'all time.
We listen and we don't judge. So if you have comments or
Concerns
suggestions,
there ain't nothing in there. You good?
put it in the inbox because we want to learn. We want to get better.
And we've been doing this for 12 years, and sometimes things can get a little monotonous. But this year has made us really get into our creative bag and really come out swinging. So y'all be prepared to be sick of us by the end of the year. We're going to end on that.